always use, even the military, they use this kind of the time format, 24-hour time format. So there is no ambiguity. But for simple folks like us, we use the AM/PM while talking, right? But these organizations like airlines, like trains, the travel industry, and the military, they use the 24 hours time format to be precise and to be concise. Right? Is that clear?
Clear, yep.
Okay. I believe that you were trying to ask some question. Go ahead and ask your question. Okay, no question. Okay, now my question is that, is this clear?
Yeah.
So this is the dissection of the day. Can you just imagine that the Primavera is able to dissect the 24 hours of the day? From here, it goes to the activity, then it goes to the WBS, then it goes to the project, then it goes to the program, then it goes to the portfolio, then it goes to the enterprise level. Do you see the extent of the Primavera? And why the engineers all over the world, they love the Primavera? So you know what's happening there. The existing set of the engineers, they are having shortage of resources that know the Primavera well. So they look forward to you guys joining them team, right? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes, so learn it well. So you will be very good, plug and play, right? So just be that. So is this the point clear? So this is the dissection of the 24 hours, and Primavera can give you the details. It has the power to dissect the 24 hours and show clearly which hour you are starting the work. So basically, when we shrink the scale, we see the blue line only to perceive a date. But if you expand it, then you can clearly see the blue line is not only representing a date, but it is representing time of the day as well. So it is representing 8 a.m., right? You see that?
Yes.
Blue line is standing at 8 a.m. So the organization starts business at 8 a.m. and it ends the business day at 4 p.m., right? So basically, this is an organization which is having this structure. They don't have any lunchtime. I don't know what is the work culture. Maybe the CEO says, come early and go early, right? Right?
Yeah.
Don't spend time having lunch or relaxing. But okay, worry, we will create a good calendar in which we will definitely provide 1 hour of break time, right? Okay, so this is the structure of the day. But how does it come from? Where does it come from? Actually, it comes from this calendar. Do you see this calendar name? Corporate Standard Full Time, right? It is creating this kind of the structure of the day. Now we will go inside the calendar to understand, right? Okay, so guys, you're ready to go inside the calendar?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So to get inside the calendar, to study the calendar, so we click on this button. So guys, look at this button carefully. It looks like a sheet of calendar, like when we used to have the printed calendar, right? Monthly calendar. Every month used to have a separate sheet. It looks like that. No? So just keep that picture in mind. You know, what happened, guys, that in one of the sessions, one of my students said, oh, we have got so many icons. I'm so overwhelmed. I cannot remember all of this. I say, no, you have a talent to remember this. I'll just remind you. So during your college days, you used to remember at least 15 girls by their faces. By the face, you could tell your friend, oh, that's her name. She studies in that stream. She comes from that village or town, right? So use the same talent here. You still remember them. I know that. I hope your guys, your wives are not around.
No, India.
You
Right.
have the talent, yeah. So you guys are. I can imagine your faces are lighting up, right? So use the talent, right? So don't be like that. Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
be more dynamic. Okay. So use that same dynamism here. Love the Primavera as much. So you will definitely be very successful, right? Okay. So now this is what it looks like, a calendar. Just remember this. So now you click that button. So it will show you the calendar toolbox. Now, in the calendar toolbox, basically inside the Primavera, the calendars are categorized into 3 categories: global, resource, and project. Let us understand first the global. So global, as the name tells you, global. Global means that everybody can see and use this. So what kind of the calendars are kept in the global? Only those calendars are kept in the global category which are mostly used by most of the projects, right? Which are more useful, which are more common. Okay. the time schedule in this calendar is very frequently used in scheduling the projects. So the frequently used calendars are kept in the global, but who keeps it here? These calendars are selected, curated by the Primavera administrator. So he is the guy. He is hands-on with the Primavera. He has full knowledge of the company's business, right? So using that knowledge, he's able to identify certain calendar which are more useful for the majority of the project. He puts them into the global calendar category, right? Now let us look at this corporate calendar, that which projects are using this. Do you see this button here, used by?
Yeah.
So you click that button. So once you click that, so you will see a list of the projects here. So if you drag it down, you will see the full list. So you can see that these are the projects which are using this calendar. Now you scroll down to the bottom of the list. You just click here, you will see a scroll down button. So do you see the lesson 1?
Yes.
That is your current project. So this project is also using the same calendar. That's why it is listed here too, right? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
You see that there are so many projects, they need to use this calendar because schedule which is inherent in this calendar is globally useful. That's why it is in the global calendar. So most of the projects in this organization, they are working according to the schedule enshrined in this particular calendar. So that's why, all these projects are listed here. Now you close this, close the box. So once you close it, now we will go to the resource. So click on the resource. So, that's a category. All the calendars, basically they have the same functionality, but the resource calendar is for the resources. Suppose you have external resource and he's not a full-time employee, he's a consultant. Now, let's say that you have a consultant who works, you have external quality consultant. So basically, this guy, he works 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if he works 3 days a week, it is not possible to use the regular calendar, which might be 5 or 6 days a week. So what do we do? If we want to create his schedule, we create an exclusive calendar for him. So which is mapped one-to-one for the resource. So that's why it is called the resource calendar, right? So if you want to see, so what does it look like? You select this calendar, which is having the name Frank Shu. So Frank Shu is actually the name of a person. So it is his personal calendar, right? So let us click on the used by. Click on the used by. If you click on the used by, instead of a project, what you're seeing is a resource, right? So
Yes.
look, it has the same symbol as the resource. So this is a symbol of the resource. And name of this resource is Frank Shu. So Frank Shu might not be working regularly. He might not be working 5 or 6 days. He might be working odd days. He could be working 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like that, right? So he needs a dedicated calendar to schedule his activities. Now click on the close button. Now, once you click on the close, then we will go into the project category of the calendar. So right now it is blank. Right now we don't have any calendar there. So what is the purpose of this category? In case you have projects which have very odd timings and those timings are not useful for any other project, so you create those calendars here, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Because if you put too many calendars into the global, that will defy the purpose. It will be very confusing for people to find and select the right calendar. We don't want it to be crowded. So if you have calendars which are useful for only a couple of projects, you create them here. So if you create your own project calendar, it will be visible to you only. It won't be visible to any other team. Only you and your team can access the calendar because that's what is the purpose, right? Because no other team needs it. If some other team needs it, then we can push it into the global by clicking this button. Do you see this? What does this button say?
To global.
Yeah, so you can push it to the global.
Or do you want me to select this?
No, I want you to read this and understand this and keep it in mind. Okay?
Okay.
You got
So
to-
that project calendar can also be taken to global if need
Yes.
be, yeah?
Yeah, if need be, if that is useful for the other the calendar. So right now you have nothing here. So that's why it is basically grayed out, or you can say it is deactivated, right? So you because
Yeah.
you got nothing to select. Okay. Okay. So now you come to the global. Now we are going to get inside the corporate calendar and to study the structure, that how it is structured. To study the inside of the calendar structure, we click on the modify button. We are not exactly going to modify, we are just going to have a look. Okay, so Praveen, you are here.
Yes.
Now make sure that the radio button on the left side is the selected one.
Yes. Total work hours a day.
Okay, now we will study this calendar step by step. Okay, now we will first go into the definition of the time period in this organization. So how they define their day, how many man hours are there, week, month. If you look at the man hours per day, it is 8.